Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Jenofeve Designs. Today we're going to start in the inside of this album we're making. We're going to start in the first fin, and this album is called the Homemade Slimline Scrapbook album, and we are using the Basically Amazing foundations in the mini check. Are you crooked? I think somebody's messing with me, you guys. Somebody keeps coming up here messing with my tripod. There is a video playlist for this album if you want to go step by step. I will link that up here. It's a whole playlist, and it starts with the introduction to the templates, and then it goes on from there. And I'll put that down in the description box as well. There are all the links to the templates and all of the printable products that I'm using and all other products and Amazon lists and all of that is down below in the description box. Okay, so today we're going to do I'm not really sure what it's called. It's a fold out page or accordion page or something like that. I'm not really sure what to call it. But what we're going to use is page 10D. I'm actually going to use this as a traceable template. Whoop, there's my phone. My phone has not been charging properly at night, and I don't know what's happening. Anyway, it's not charging properly, so I've got it sitting here plugged in just in case. Oh, I better make sure it's turned off too, like sound-wise. Okay. I just don't feel like it's really charging. I don't know. We'll see. All right, I'm going to put this aside. The album itself. So far, we have done the covers and the binding, and then we embellished the covers, and we made one insert. So this is like a photo flip insert. I meant to make it a tag. I meant to cut the corners here, and I guess I still could, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it at that. So that's what we've done so far, and I still have not fixed that. It's actually been a couple days since I've recorded, and I haven't made a insert for this back yet, and I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. So, but anyway, those are the videos that are in the playlist currently, so this will be the next one. So what we're going to do is trace this page out onto bigger paper. So this piece here is 11 by 17, 80-pound cardstock. Oops, something's on my camera. And then this piece here is 8.5 by 11, 80-pound cardstock. I will have both of these linked in that Amazon list. And I am going to connect these two together. So if you didn't have the larger one, you can just connect 3 of these 8.5 by 11s together, but the least amount of seams, the better, in my opinion. Let me scoot everything out of the way here. So I'm going to take on the one short edge on this big piece. I'm just going to take 3/8 of an inch. This is score tape. I was joking. I did a premiere. Yesterday was the premiere video for the covers for this album. And I was joking that I have all the sizes. And then I said something in the video, and the one size I don't have is the 1/2 inch. Well, I ordered it yesterday because I do enjoy having all the sizes. I don't know why, but I do. Okay, so let me cut. I've got a little bit of extra here. Let me cut this off. And then I'm going to burnish this. This is, I mean, it's just no big deal. We're just attaching these two together. And I'm going to just line this up. You could use liquid glue if you want. And I didn't do a very good job, but close enough. So now I've got an extra long piece of cardstock. Whoa! Sorry about that, you guys. My camera is like not liking that white cardstock. Whoop, whoop. Okay. No! Camera, here, let me put my thing. Here, focus on that. Right here. It's like tracking something. Okay, I don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, oh, and there goes my printer. It has to say something apparently. Come on, camera. Focus. I'm not sure what it's doing, but it needs to quit. How about if I focus it over here? Maybe that's better. Okay. So I'm going to take this. So this is page 10D. This is the main base page for this size album. I'm going to take this and I'm going to trace it 5 times. So 1. Do you think it quit doing that now? I'm going to scoot it over. Trace it another time. Scoot it over. Scoot it over. Okay, here's the seam. So I'm going to try to, no, I'm not going to try to do anything. There's the seam, and it's not right in the middle of this page, but it's far enough away from the edge that it won't really be noticeable. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Set that aside. So now what I want to do is score on all of those marks. I probably should have started my tracing up there, but that's okay. Oop. Yeah, I kind of got off, you guys. Okay, so I wish I'd have put my mark up at the top there. There's 1. Ah! Let's do it this way. 2. I'll just use this mark down here. Yep. Can you see? Nope, you can't. I'm going to use this mark right here instead of up here because my pencil line's right there. That way, it should be right. And I am going to score this last one here. And before I take it off of the scoreboard, I'm going to add another score that's 1/2 inch away from that. So that's going to be the tab that we attach to the fin binding. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to start by folding them all one way. Oh, I guess I could have literally just trimmed that off. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn it like kind of on itself a little bit because I'm going to trim it all together. So let me burnish really fast. Okay. Now I'm going to get the paper trimmer out and I'm going to trim this bottom part off. All of them together at the same time so they'll be the right height. And this is a Fiskars Precision paper trimmer. Then I'm going to trim this extra little bit off right here. Okay, so here's my 1/2 inch tab. So it's going to go here. It's going to attach here. So I'm going to go ahead and prep this both ways. Like that. And then there's my page. So then this is going to be flat like this. And then this next page is going to come over to this side like this. finish those. And then once again, that's going to be flat, and this page is going to come over like this. Okay. Oops. So we've got the front of the page. So we can open up this way, and then this way, and that's the tab right here. Or we can open it up this way, and here's the tab. Or we can open it up like this. Okay, so there ends up being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides to each side. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I'm going to take my Distress ink. This is Distress ink and walnut stain, and I am going to take about an hour and a half and ink all of these and ink all of these edges, and then I will be back. Okay, I have it all inked up, both sides. The only one I didn't ink up was the tab on one side, because that's going to be going onto the tab. But other than that, all of these pages are inked up. And it wasn't an hour and a half, but it sure did feel like a long time. And I'm starting to get hot again. I am starting to get hot. Whew. I'm at that age in my life, that time in my life where things start changing, and one of the things that are changing with me is I am starting to get hot flashes. So that's not fun. That's not fun at all. All right, I'm going to put tape along this back side here of this tab. Oh shoot, I forgot to grab my tool, my new tool. So I had showed you guys this tool in the video you just saw yesterday. So today's the 13th. So you saw the first video on July 12th. So today's the 13th. And a very, very, very lovely, wonderful response to this new tool. If you want to check this out, I will link it down below for you guys. She's got some custom colors, so it's super fun. But it's good to use for cutting tape too, instead of getting your scissors all gumpy. Gumpy? Whatever. Gumpy. All right, so this is the front of the album, so I'm going to stick this tab to this side of the tab. So I'm covering up this print here, but that's okay because I can mat this or cover it up with one of the ones that I cut off like this. So you'll never know that I had matted over top or placed over top. I wonder if I should go ahead and do that. Well, maybe I don't know. Should I do that? Should I do that before I put it on the book? Would that be easier, I wonder? Huh. Let's see. Let me see. Does this have a... I can't tell if this is a direction. That looks like the right direction. So I could, technically, I could put this on here. And... now would probably be a better time to do it. I'm going to do that. Actually, should I use liquid glue? Because I want to get all the edges. Let me get some liquid glue. Sorry, I'm a little indecisive today. This is art glitter glue. And I'm just going to go around the edges. Just with a really thin... oops, I'm not even sure I'm in camera. So I want to get, you know, coverage from edge to edge, and I'm going to stick this on here. I'm not covering up the score. Perfect. That was a good idea. Good catch. Good catch. Put glue glue. Uh-oh, I got glue on the page. Okay, so now I'm going to attach this down to that tab right there. Yeah, I'm going to flip this away and take the backing off, the tape backing. If you need some wiggle room, feel free to use a glue stick and just run right over top of that tape. It just gives you just a ever so slightly, it just gives you a little bit of wiggle room so that it doesn't grab on right away. So, just gonna attach that down. Whoops. See what I mean? It doesn't grab on right away. It gives you a suck. There we go. Okay, let's make sure it's gonna turn, and it does. So we're not going to be putting another layer, another fin or another tab on top of there because we've already got so many pages. So I knew that I could go ahead and mat that little tab there. So we've got that. And now let's just do the front because I'm not really sure what I'm going to do for the rest. I guess I could have shaved just an I could have shaved just a itty bitty bit, just a smidge off of there. Probably what I should have done, but anyways, just so it would fold nicely. Okay, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with all of these pages just yet, but I do know what I want to do to this front page. So let me gather some stuff and I'll be right back. So what we're going to do is we're going to do something to this very front page of this 5-page pull-out accordion thing that I need to put a name to, but I don't know what yet. But we're going to put a flip and a pocket, a clear pocket. Well, it's not 100% a clear pocket, but here's what we're going to need. I printed 1 page of 17 BD from the Foundations, just a plain 1 page onto 80-pound cardstock. And then I printed page 7 BD from the add-on photo mats. Now you're going to need a plain one like this, and you're also going to need one with a mini check. Now hold on, just hang on just a minute. I know some of you are saying, you said we didn't need a specific background design. You don't. I promise you don't. But if you have the mini check, then print that off. If you have the add-on photo mats and the mini check, print 7BD in the mini check. If you don't, print another page of the plain 7BD and then print page 64BD in the mini checks. And that is the page that mats this page here. So then you could cut these down to fit inside of the photo mats, okay? So don't freak out. If you don't have the mini check and the add-on photo mats, you can just do this workaround. Use page 64BD out of the Foundations in the mini check, and then you can put that, you can cut it down to fit inside here. You have to cut it down to 4x6 to fit inside the add-on photo mat, okay? But if you have the photo check in the add-on photo mats, you need 1 page 7BD mini check, 1 page plain. And then of course there's the 17BD page. So I'm gonna set this page aside because I don't need it. But I wanted to show you because I did say you don't have to have a specific specific background design in the add-on photo mats. Okay, I am going to take a minute and I'm going to cut these out fully, but for this page 17BD out of the Foundations, I am going to cut one of the shorter fins off of both of them, I think, like that. And then on both of them, I'm going to cut the excess white cardstock over here on the other side. And then on one of them, I'm going to cut both of these long tabs off. So it looks like that. And then on this other one, I'm going to leave the 2 long tabs on. I'm just going to cut this piece off here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to keep that piece because it could be maybe stamped on. But I'm going to cut the excess paper off of there. So we've got those 2. So this is going to be a pocket and this is going to be a flip. And then I'm going to trim both of these out all the way around and separate them. And then I'll be right back. Oh, hold on. These are printed onto 28-pound paper, not cardstock. These are just onto paper. Okay. Now I'm going to finish trimming these out and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got all of those trimmed out. And then the next thing, I'm going to score these. All of these tabs that I left on here, and we're going to score them, and then we're going to put some tape on them. Okay, so on this one, let's see, what am I going to do here? It's going to go down like that. Okay, so I'm going to put the tape on this side that printed off with the ink on there, the distressing on there. This is 3/8 inch score tape. Oh, there goes my printer again. It's like, hello. Okay, and then I'm going to put some on all 3 of these. Okay, before I go any further though, I think I'm going to glue one of these down with, I think I'm actually, gosh, I'm not sure. I think I'm going to use tape because I'm going to go, you'll see, I'm going to go ahead and put some tape down on here. I'm going to go all the way around the edge. I will have timestamps. I don't know if I said that already. I'll have timestamps below the video if you guys want to hop around. I always forget to say that. I've been trying to put them in the comments as well. Some people can't find the description box down below. So I'll try to sometimes put them in the comments as well. Well, if you only have 1/4 inch tape, that'll work too. In this particular instance, you don't have to have 3/8. Okay, so I'm going to take and remove this tape. I was thinking I had to do this right now because I was going to use wet glue, but now it's not going to matter. Okay, that's good. That's a good thing. I don't know why I didn't think to use tape. I did like a little quick mock-up to make sure it was going to work, you know, first. Which I do that a lot. Okay. Now I'm going to get Oh, now I'm gonna change my battery. So I got my score mat out. My score mat, that is not what this is. This is a craft mat. Got my craft mat out, and I'm gonna use a craft knife, and I'm gonna trim the inside of that out. Oh no! Was I recording? Well, you guys, I sat there and chatted for 10 minutes and didn't realize my camera wasn't recording. I changed the battery. I thought I hit the button. Guess I didn't. Check on it. Well, I'm not going to redo it. But what I did was I took my craft knife and my ruler and I cut right inside this brown line here all the way around, and then I did the diagonals, and I was just now, I went too far, so I was taping it to make sure that it didn't tear. I was telling you guys a story and everything. Completely did not realize until the camera was like, okay, it like shut off, you know what I mean? And I was like, no. Man. Okay. Well, that stinks. Let's see here. I'm going to try to get on that same line. I don't want to make a new line. Very disappointed in myself. Okay, well, I didn't cut very good, so that's good. Is it good? What are we doing here? Well, now we're slicing, we're tearing paper. Okay. Well, I do apologize, you guys. That's just, you know, it's just, you gotta roll with the punches, right? I don't have very much time to record. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. And since I use the double-sided adhesive, it's just that. Okay. All right. I got you. Here we go. Aha! Now it's probably gonna be sticky. No, it's not too bad. So here's where we're at right now. Here's that piece. I'm sure I can use it for something, but I'm going to set it aside. Unbelievable, you guys. Just unbelievable. Okay, so now I have this, and I'm going to try to take these little triangle pieces out. It's not hard. Just got to take your time. So as soon as my camera wants to cooperate. There we go. So I'm just going to take that little notch out. You don't have to. If that's too tedious for you, that's totally fine. It'll still look cool either way. Okay. Honestly, sometimes, you guys, my brain, I don't know what happens. I guess I just get ahead of myself. It's the only thing I can think. I'm just going to run this along the inside. Just, whoop. I'm going to wear it as a bracelet. No. Okay. All right. Good enough. Now, I'm going to chomp my corners before we do anything else. So I'm not going to go straight across because I want it to be, wait a minute, should I go straight across? No. I want to be able to keep things from getting stuck on that tab in this particular case. then I'm going to do those angles. And then I'm also going to do these. This one over here. I hadn't forgot about this guy. Just like that. Okay. So now I'm going to take and make a piece of acetate that's going to go right inside of there. Let me find my acetate that I had. Where did I put it? I'm pretty sure that my leftover pieces from the cover is not big enough. Daggone it. If I'd have planned that out a little better, probably would have been. But we'll use that for something else. I'm going to grab another one. You could use vellum if you wanted to. Or do I have another? No, of course. Of course, it's not quite big enough. Matter of fact, let me put these pieces in here so they don't get lost again. Let's get one. I have this linked in Amazon. If you want to check it out, it's just an acetate alternative. But again, you could use vellum, whatever you want. You can use whatever you want. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this here. And we'll just make it, no, I think what I'll do is I'll mark it, but we're going to make it bigger than this. Right, we're going to add some to it. Not much, but a little. Okay, I'm going to take this and move this out of the way. Get my paper trimmer out. Okay, so I'm going to take and add, let's see, I'm just going to add about 1/8 of an inch on either side of that, or on the opposite side, on the outside of the pencil mark, on both pencil marks. That should be enough. If not, well, then I'll have to cut another piece. Let's see, will that cover and fit? Yes, and it's actually a little too long. So, I'm going to just take a smidge off of the top and see. There we go. Perfect. So I used liquid glue last time, but this time I think I'm going to use some tape. I feel like you can use pretty much anything. Oh look. To hold this down. I mean, it's not holding any weight or anything, so I think it'll be okay. I really, really do. There's my little thing. But again, use whatever you have. I now need to make sure I'm always looking up to see if I am recording. So what did I say this was? This is 1/8 of an inch. This one is scrapbook.com. All right. Nailed it. Oh, we can go ahead and take this paper backing off as well. Maybe. We don't need that. Burnish this down. You can now see where that tape is. Okay, so now we have a see-through pocket, and I am going to burnish these tabs, and then I'm going to attach this bottom tab to the two side tabs. Oh wait, oh no, it's not going to matter. You're not going to see them because we're going to mat. We are going to mat it. All right. All right, before we can put that down though, so there's that. So again, this is going to be matted on the inside, so you're not going to see the tabs. So back over here to this page, I'm going to attach this here. I'm going to go ahead and attach this on the top right here. And then we're going to have to add a magnet. So I'm going to take the tape backing off. And I'm going to turn it to where I can see easily. I'm going to match this top up. Right. So there's that. Okay. So the pocket's going to go here, but we're not going to add that in just yet. I need to add a magnet first. And I'm going to put a magnet and a magnet because there's going to be an insert in here, several layers, and I wanted to make sure that it stays halfway shut. Okay, so I'm going to grab the magnets out. I have ordered me some new glue dots that are, some of them are heavy dutier. Let me see if I got anything else. These are like mini, micro mini, but they're fine. It's not like there's nothing wrong with them. No, I don't have anything else in here. But I wanted to try some other ones, so I don't think, is it going to matter about the magnets on the cover? Well, it does matter, but is there one down here? No. I think what I'll do is I'm going to flip it this way, and I'm going to put a magnet here. I'm just going to stick the glue dot first, then the magnet. And we might end up having magnets going all the way through this page because of the because of the so many pages. So I'm putting a barrier, and then I'm going to put another magnet. Get another glue dot, stick it on that magnet, and then I'm going to close this up, just like that. Oops, I dented the paper. Now let go. There we go. Okay. I have a list of all my magnet resources down below in the description box. If you guys want to check it out, I've got Amazon. I've got some listed in Amazon. I've got a list of other places. And then I'm going to take some tape. I'm just going to use 1/4 inch tape this time, I think, and cover them up. Alright, now I would like to add, actually, let's see, I'm going to have to just leave that tape backing there probably. That's okay. That's okay. Alright, now let's add this pocket. So we're going to remove the tape backing. Match it up to this bottom. Just like that. Burnish it into place. Isn't that cute? Alright, now, yeah, it's still. Now I'm going to get the traceable template for the mat of that page, which would be on page 57D is the mat for that page. 57D out of the foundation. Then I'm going to grab one of the pages that we prepped in the first video. This is Shades of Color 16, and then I printed the scripty paper one of these scripty papers on top. So I'm going to lay this on here. I am going to trace it out. And cut it out, ink it up, and be right back. Okay. So I got that inked up, and this one is going to go in here. So I think what I'll do is I will glue this down with some liquid glue so that I can get it in there. So that looks nice, right? Nice little contrast for whatever you decide to put in there, right? Okay, let's do that. This time I'm going to use Fabri-Tac. And this is a Fabri-Tac by Beacon. And you don't have to put it all the way on the bottom if you don't want to. It's way too much probably. But I was just excited because I got it to work, okay? So there. So Fabri-Tac gives you gives you wiggle room, but not if you throw it on your project and get it all over your nice clear pocket. Be very careful here. It shouldn't be, there we go. I was going to say it shouldn't be hitting on anything, but it was. Okay. Okay, so we got that. Then I think I'm going to mat this back here with the check, the mini check. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and add that. And I will remove this tape backing off of this one here. And I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac since I've got it out. You can use tape runner tape. You can use, what's that called? Art glitter glue. You could use score tape. You could use 1/4 inch double-sided adhesive, whatever. Whatever you want. You could probably even use a glue stick if you really wanted to. Okay, so there's that. So, on this part here, my original thought was I was going to do this. But I think when I was doing my prototype, I think I wanted to do these shades of color because I'm going to do some more stuff here. So I don't know. I can't decide which way I want to do it. Do I want to do it with the mini checks? Because again, there's going to be a couple inserts and things like that, and then there's going to be an insert in here, which is going to cover up most of this. I think that the shades of color, I think it'll pop a little bit better what I'm going to put on top of it. So we're not going to use the mini check one that we printed. Yes, I do have, when I'm planning my albums, I do have ones that I can use to kind of, you know, samples of what I could possibly do. I always do that every project I make. I try to do, I have these available so that I can just switch it out and see which one I like the best. So, okay. I think that's what I'm going to do though. I think I will take the plain one and put this one aside. And I'll get a shades of color. Just one of the plain shades of color. And I am going to cut this down. So, that is a photo mat for a 4x6 photo. So I will take this and I will chomp it down to a 4x6. So I'm going to go ahead and do the photo corner chomper. This is a We Are Memory Keepers, and this has got the photo. So they brought these back and then they sold out again. And let's hope they bring them back again because it's amazing. It's an amazing corner chomper. I have it linked, but I'm not sure if anybody still has it anymore. I can check. You can double check too if you want to. All right, now I'm gonna ink these edges. glue this down. This is cardstock, so I don't have to use such thick glue. Actually, I won't. I'm going to use the art glitter glue. The other paper was thinner, so this art glitter glue may have shown through that other paper. Look, I've got glue on my thumb. I'm just going to do a little bit because this is going to have some stuff on it. Whoops, I thought I had it pretty close, but I don't. Well, I didn't cut it quite at 6, so there. I cut it a little shy of 6. I thought I had it pretty good, I guess not. That's okay. Not a big deal. So what I'm going to do now, I think, is just match it up on one side because the bottom is going to be like a tuck. You'll see. Oh wow, look at how bad. Wow. Well, that doesn't make me very happy, you guys. I might have to put some more glue now that I've ripped this off a few times. I'm thinking I might have to recut this, is what now I'm thinking, because I can't take that. I can't. Okay. That's too much of a gap there, so I'm going to overcut it and go from there. That's better. That's way, way better. Wonderful. Okay. So then that's going to go here. All right. All right, I am going to attach this down. I'm going to use tape this time because there's going to be some weight. We're going to have like a little tuck and there's going to be a couple inserts. So I'm going to do this. Burnish, burnish. Let's remove the tape backing and we will add this onto the flap. I feel like that might be a little crooked, but that's okay. Alright, the next thing I want to do is it on the back of here that I want it? No. Out of the paper collection, so this is the Mintay homemade paper collection. There is a sheet of 3x4 cut apart. And I'm going to take one of these. I'm going to take this one specifically. And I'm going to make it into a tuck. So I'm going to cut that one out. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take this one too. At least I think that's the one I want to take. Well, I'm not cutting very well. I am not cutting very well at all. I could have just cut them apart. That's what I should have done. Yeah, I'm going to use this side as part of an insert, and I'm going to use this side as a tuck. So I'm going to put this piece up. Alright, so on this one, I am going to fussy cut around this image. It doesn't have to be right on the line. I am kind of leaving a bit of a border. I'm gonna ink that up really fast. Not much, just a little. So my thought is that I would use this as like a little side tuck. So you could technically, if you could still put a photo under here. So I'm only going to attach it in a couple spots, but then I'm going to have a few inserts. And I might even put a little butterfly here. Artie Mae's butterflies right here. Yep. So I'm going to take, I'm just going to put glue on the spots that I think are going to be touching the right areas. At least I hope anyway. Like that. Isn't that cute? So if I would have done the check, let me show you. Again, it would have been fine. But, and then to have more inserts, I don't think they would pop as much as if I would have put it on the check. So having it on a colored background, I think, is going to make the inserts pop a little bit. And I didn't ink these at all, but you're not going to see the back side, but I did want to go ahead and get those little edges just really quick. You could even, if you wanted to, give it a little motion, but little motion, honestly, sometimes. I can't decide if I want it up. That'll work. I need to stick just a little bit of glue under there. I don't know what we're going to be doing on the inside cover, so I'm not sure if I want it really loose. Okay, so for this card here, let me move this. I'm going to trim this out a little better. This should be right around a 3x4. And I'm going to put it on a 3x4 journaling card, and I should have already got that out. Photo mat. So I'm going to put this on one of these, but then I'm also, what am I going to do on the back side? I hadn't really even thought about what I'm going to do on the back side. I guess I could, Let me cut these out. This is page 13D. We did this in the prep video, and it's on 80-pound cardstock. So I inked the back side of this. I was trying to decide if I wanted this to be on the back and in here, or if I wanted it to be on the front and in here. And I think I like it on the front better. So, and that's okay. I'm going to chop these. Like that. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh, okay. I can't glue it down and then be like, okay, let me know what you think, because I can't pick it back up and then cut the square out. I guess I could. Do I even need that ruler? Sometimes I think the ruler kind of gets in the way. No, I can do it without it. Right, so I'm gonna put that in my scraps. Whoa. Let's ink the inside of this just ever so slightly. So then we're only going to glue two sides. I'm gonna use the art glitter glue. We're gonna glue the bottom right along this edge here and the top. Not the bottom and the top. The bottom and the left. That's what we're going to glue. Okay. So then that's gonna go there. So on the back here, let's put the 3x4 photo. Oh, that's 4x6. Let's put the 3x4 on here. Like that. That way people know that they can put a 3x4 photo there. And then I have one more insert to go in here. And oh, go ahead. I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get it ready and I'll be right back. Okay, so here is the next insert for here. What I've done is I've printed, this is the freebie that's available in the Buy Me a Coffee app, and let me show you the big version of it, if I can find it really quick. Here's the full size. So this is in the Buy Me a Coffee, I'll link it down below, and it's one of the freebies, and it is the envelope. So what I did, it's a JPEG, so once you download it to your computer, you can tell it to print a different size. So my printer gives me a choice of printing 4x6 on the same page, like two 4x6s or 4 3x5s or something like that. So what I did was I chose to print two 5x7s on the same page, and I unclicked fit to page so that it shrunk down just a little bit so that all the tabs were visible. So I printed that on a 28-pound piece of paper, and then on the back side I did the same thing with one of the scripty papers. I used the landscape version and I told it to print two 5x7s and printed that on the back side. Okay, so it's that simple. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to trim one of these out. And I'll put the other one aside. Whoa. And I'm going to put, I might even do a wax seal. Should I do a wax seal on there? I mean, there's some faux ones. These are, it's close to the exact color of the ones I'm going to be using, so you could use those as well. I'm going to put those in my crafty tray. I'll put those with my butterflies. And I'm not even going to score it. I think I'm just going to, since it's just paper, I'm just going to fold it with my fingers. Alright, I'm going to glue these closed, or glue this closed, and then I'm going to ink up a little bit. Oh, I should have inked up this edge. It's okay. I'm going to ink this up. I think I will do a wax seal. I think that might be fun. I don't want to do a giant one, but I do think it'd be fun to do one. I want this. So, let me get my candle over here, my spoon, and my butterfly wax seal. There's my spoon, and I think, look at there, that's a messed up looking one. I'm going to put 2 beads in here, but I think it's just going to be like a half, 1.5. We'll see. Okay, I think it is finally done. I had to change my battery, turn the fan off. It's hard to tell which way this ended up being a big one anyway, didn't it? It's hard to tell which way that butterfly's going. Did I put it too far down to the left? That is so cute. Okay. Yeah, and the reason I do this versus closing it up like this is I don't want to close it up. I do want to leave it open. So that's why I use my rose quartz coaster here. I have these linked in my Amazon, by the way, if you would like to check them out. But that's cute. I'm wondering if I should do, no, just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it. Okay. So this is what I was thinking, having these two inserts in here like this. Okay, what do you think? I mean, I know you can't see that detail because it's tucked behind, but, you know, sometimes those little details are what makes all the difference in the world when you pull it out, you know? So, that's what I'm thinking. I think that's what we'll leave it as. Let me show you once again what it would look like if the check was behind there. You see how it doesn't quite jump out as much as it does with the color behind there. So yeah, I'm really glad I decided to do that. Okay, and I think that's all we're gonna do in today's video. Check that out. I think that's all we're gonna do in today's video. I have an idea for an insert here, but we'll do that next. All right, you guys, do let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything. Oh, turn on that bell notification and make sure you're getting notified when I upload a video so that you don't miss any of the videos in order. But if you do miss a video in order, there is a playlist linked down below for this album. It will take you step by step. So, all right, you guys, I will see you next time. Bye.